Well, it is a pleasure to have Elise Stefanik with us here today, obviously winning in the 21st Congressional District. And at 30, you become the youngest woman ever elected to Congress. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's really exciting. And what was so great about last night where there were so many young women who attended our victory party. So I hope, regardless of party affiliation, more young women are encouraged to step up to run for office.
Oh, absolutely. It's exciting for all women. And you mentioned it puts another crack in the glass ceiling.
It does. And you know, when I started this race, I didn't realize that there was a historic nature to it. I only found out after the primary, but I've just been so humbled by this and so humbled to earn the support of the voters in the district.
I noticed in your acceptance speech last night, too, you got a little emotional, you know, thanking your parents. I mean, it was a big moment, a huge personal impact for you.
It was a big moment, and I'm so thankful for my parents who raised me with a very strong work ethic and determination to give back to the world and add my own ideas. So I think that showed over the course of the campaign. So I was proud to, you know, honor them.
An historic win, obviously, because of what it means for Congress, but also you won in a Democratic stronghold. Congressman Bill Owens serving since 1993. So what's changed? You've been talking to the viewers and the voters in the North Country. What's changed?
Well, the district actually had been traditionally a Republican district from the Civil War until 2009. Congressman Owens from 2009 till he announced his retirement this past January was an entrenched incumbent. And I actually got in the race challenging him because I think we need a new generation of leadership. So I talk about how my opponents have changed, but the reasons I got in the race haven't, which is why I think we need more young people running for office. I commend Congressman Owens for his service and his legacy of bipartisanship. And even though we're from different political parties, I hope to step into his shoes and reach across the aisle.
Well, you ran on a platform of fresh energy, new ideas. I know House Speaker John Boehner was out there campaigning for you and other major Republican leaders. So tell us, what are some of those ideas, what you want to bring to Congress? I know you talked about bipartisanship.
Well, I think there's a great opportunity to focus on legislation to create jobs, and we can do so on a bipartisan basis. So fundamental tax reform, fixing the broken tax code, reducing our regulations that are strangling our businesses, addressing the health care costs, which have risen under Obamacare. I think we need to focus on health care on a bipartisan basis in this country. And then common sense ideas like requiring members of Congress to live by the same laws as the rest of us. That's an idea that's resonated over the past 15 months on the campaign trail, not just with people in my own party, Republicans, but with independents and Democrats.
Sure.
And I think you've seen the results last night. We not only got the support of people in the Republican Party, but a significant amount of Democrats.
And you have quite an opportunity now, obviously, with so many people voting Republican and obviously in control now of the U.S. Senate and the U.S. House to try to get some of the things done that you've been hearing from the voters. You've spent time in Washington. You're only 30 years old, but you've spent time in Washington. You worked on George W. Bush's administration, on the Domestic Policy Council. I know you also worked on Representative Paul Ryan's debate preparation. So you've had time in Washington, also working with the Republican National Committee on their platform. So you've worked with Republicans before. What do you say to your critics who say that you are closely aligned with insiders, even though you're fairly young yet?
Well, you know, I think it gives me the experience to be effective on day one, but I'm running as an independent voice. I decided to run for office because we need fresh ideas and we need a new generation of leadership in both parties in this country. So I've focused on how every single bill and piece of legislation that comes up in Congress, my number one question I'm going to ask myself is, will this help the hardworking families of the North Country? That's going to be my guiding star representing this district, and I hope to lead in the sense that I will reach across the aisle to work with the other new young members of Congress who may be in a different party, but I'm excited to get to work.
Elise, we wish you the best of luck. Just one thing real quick, because you have an Albany connection. You went to Albany Academy for high school, so that's great for our folks right here in the Capitol.
I did, and I had some excellent teachers who I credit to giving me the confidence to run for office.
Thank you so much for taking time. I know it's going to be a very busy day for you. We wish you the very best of luck in Congress.